All right, we're live. I know I'm just like a minute early, but I want to go ahead and thank you for watching. Uh, I don't, I don't know when you'll watch this. Maybe it's later on, maybe it's during. But tonight, I wanted to just talk about some of the things that I have learned over the past 60 days. I think that was the 2021 duck season. And I also want to be announcing the winner of the Elite Mystery Tackle Box. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize for my uh, furnace inside. I'm downstairs in the basement, and it's been a chilly day here in Kentucky. But so actually got to go out this morning, and the last day of duck season for me was today. It actually goes till tomorrow, but I've got church tomorrow, so I'll be over there gladly. But it was quite the day to end the season on. Uh, Me and a friend from church, we've been hunting together for the past season, and this is actually his first time duck hunting. So it was neat to get to take him with me and just experience his first time duck hunting at all. I asked him today in the blind. I was like, "What have you learned in 1 year? What's your takeaways? Kind of all that." And he said, "Persistence. It is the art of persistence and patience." And that is very, very true. Here, where I'm at in Kentucky, we don't get a whole lot of ducks, and the ducks that we do get are really, really spooky. So they don't always decoy well. They don't always respond to calls, any of that. But it is the art of patience, as one person said. I really, really enjoy duck hunting, even though we don't get a ton of birds down here. It's always good. I posted a video from today on my social media, which is linked down below. You can go check it out. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, any of that. But so he got his first mallard down today. My GoPro is doing something. Uh, he got his first mallard down today. We didn't recover it. It was a cripple, and it was quite interesting just to begin with. So I'm sitting there talking away like I typically do in the duck blind, and and he says, "Here they come," and I'm like, "What?" Like I was caught off guard. Like ducks weren't supposed to be coming in, and I just so happened to look out of the corner. I look this way, and he's over here, and I just so happen out of the corner, I see him getting ready. Then I catch the birds coming in. They're coming in, and they're gonna do it. Like they're gonna commit to the decoys. And so we shoot at him. He knocks the mallard hen down, and um, I noticed that it was crippled, so I went over there to take care of it. And I just so happened that the mallard drake was coming back around, like ready to work again. And I was like, "He's coming!" So we shot at that. Long story short, the cripple got away, and we're in our kayaks, and Chad takes out. Uh, Chad takes out to go look for his bird, and just so happened he finds like this 5 pound largemouth. It's got something going on, like so he brought it back, and it's like a 5 pound largemouth. You'll have to go check out the video. It's quite interesting. He's 1-0. He didn't bring any tackle with him, but it was fun. Go check that video out on my other social medias. Do you ever go skeet shooting? I do, and I actually have my own skeet thrower with me. Thanks for asking, Oliver. That's something I want to do in the future, maybe on the channel. Um, it's got to warm up first, so like it is incredibly cold. It's getting down into the teens, and almost single digits of a night here. But yeah, I can do more skeet shooting on the channel if that's something you'd like to see. But yeah, it was quite the day. A good way to end the 2021 season of the year. So I guess that brings me to really one of the points. I shoot an automatic, Oliver. I have a over and under 20 gauge that I have shot in the past when I was younger. I've shot it and I still have it. And I wanted to get out and do some duck hunting with it, actually, but work and everything else going on, I wasn't able to do that. But yeah, I shoot a over and under. It's a Stoger Condor 2, I believe. It's a great gun. I've killed squirrels, rabbits, turkeys with it. I really enjoy it. So on to one of the topics for tonight. Kind of the lessons that I have learned for duck hunting. And while I guess we killed one bird this whole season, that I'll have learned to say that if you have walked away with something, and if you have learned something, it's not a complete failure. Well, for the first thing I have learned through trial and error of many times of doing this is go hunting, go duck hunting, go any kind of hunting, regardless if you want to go or not, because you always have a sense of regret, and you always have that. Well, what if I had one out there? Would I have killed my limit? Would I have killed my biggest buck or my turkey or whatever? Or even catch fish for that matter. So always go, regardless if you want to go or not. If you want to stay in bed, sleep, just get up and go. You'll feel a whole lot better, I promise. The second thing that I have learned is you got to put in the miles. Like, you have to work hard. It's not like we say, you can't kill them on the couch. And that kind of goes back to the first part, but you have to put in the miles. Where I live now, probably the closest hunting place that we have is about an hour away. So we've made several trips there. We've made 1.5-hour trips. We tried different spots, those sorts of things. Like, you have to be willing to put in the miles if you want to be successful. For any kind of hunting, maybe even if you have your own private land, like I'm sure it's not like, I'm sure you have to drive some distance to get there. And probably the most important one is the third point I want to make, is you have to have ducks to have a successful duck season. Like, that's a no-brainer, right? But kind of what I mean with that is weather plays such a significant role in duck hunting, and I have seen that more than ever this year. As I said earlier in the stream, that we've had winter here, like a legitimate, like, snow on the ground. Like, there's snow on the ground now, winter here. Like, we've had it down in the teens, but it's been just warm enough not to freeze all of the water up. Because it needs to be cold enough up north, like Michigan, Wisconsin, to push those birds down to, like, us here in Kentucky, or if you're living further south, you have to have the weather up north to push the birds south and push those birds in your area. And that's exactly what has happened this year. It was like you could not ask for a better season weather-wise. It has been cold, and it's just now getting to the point that actually the lake that we were hunting on had just a little bit of ice around the bank. The smaller farm ponds, so the amount of area that you have is smaller, and which means that you have more density of those birds. So you got to have weather, and you have to have the right kind of weather. Storm fronts were cloudy days. You have to have wind. Like all of this, it's almost like a catch-22 when it comes to duck hunting, and really any kind of hunting for that matter. And sorry, I'm looking at my notes here. You have to be the more important than the weather is that you have to be on the X. You have to be in the area that ducks want to be. And I remember it was the first day of duck season, opening day of duck season. I was hunting with a buddy, and we were on this farm pond, and birds just flying over, all kinds of birds, like just kind of the stuff you see that's like on these TV shows. But they didn't want to land where we were. And it was then in that moment I learned that you have to be on the X. Like you can't be close to the X. Like you have to be on the X. And I believe this is true. If anybody knows, maybe you have a little more experience. But what I have also learned, and what I also believe, that if you're not going to be on the X, you've got to have a large enough decoy spread to pull those ducks in. Like you have to make it look like ducks want to be there. And that's something I failed to do and failed to realize at the end of by the end of the season. So going into the season 21-22, I'm going to have a lot bigger spread. And if my wife watches this and she hears that, she's probably not going to be so happy, but she'll be okay. No, she really doesn't care or mind for me buying equipment as long as it's like reasonable. But yeah, you have to have a large enough spread to pull them in. And honestly, like that's some of the biggest takeaways I've had for this season. I like doing the work for the birds, and like it just makes the reward when you get birds committed, working in your decoys, responding to calls. It makes it just that much more rewarding, and it's great. Like this season, I've had Chad with me, and just teaching him these things, like what I've learned, what I've witnessed, those sorts of things make it all worth it. Too bad we didn't get to recover that bird. I really wish we would have. I told him, and we kind of made the joke that if we were to recover this bird at the time, he needed to get both the bird and the bass mounted. Like that would make the perfect story to hang up in your basement in your house. Like just the perfect story. It was so good. So with that being said, that's going to bring me into probably why y'all are here. The Elite Mystery Tackle Box. I had just a little bit about this. I had previously signed up for it, and I didn't know anything. I still don't know anything about bass fishing, but I wanted to give back to you all, and I figured that you all invest in my channel by watching, by commenting, all of that. Lets me know that you like it, so continue to do that. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit the little button down there, make it turn gray. Hit the bell notification. That way, when I go live like this, you know automatically it sends a notification to your phone, and so you know what I'm doing. But Mystery Tackle Box, it is a fantastic way if you're brand new to fishing and you don't know what to do, or maybe if you're new to bass fishing, it'll help you try some lures that you're not used to trying. I know it's typically for me, even it's the same way for muskie fishing, is I'm stuck using one bait. Like I love using crankbaits, but I've learned that there are different tools out there, different types of lures for different situations. So the mystery tackle box does great for that. They give you all kinds of lures to try. Oliver M., when did you get into bass fishing? That's a tough one to honestly. My dad was a bass fisherman when he was able to go out, and so that was his main thing. Like he had a bass boat, he had all of it. And I would always go with him when I was younger. So maybe you can start then. But more recently was last year with the onset of COVID-19. It provided more of an opportunity for me to be closer to home and fish some of these public waters here, which is mostly bass fishing. You have pan fishing too, and um, so yeah, I would say last year, and I'm still very much a greenhorn at it. I'm not gonna even pretend like I have that much knowledge at all. I kind of know the basics, but I I don't know enough. Like I talk to some guys and watch some guys fishing channels, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? So I'm learning. Uh, I'm glad that you all are here and learning with me. Like if you have any, I'll take any tips. Like I'm willing to try anything, most anything once. But the mystery tackle box is a subscription, monthly based subscription. Uh, that they'll send it right to your door. They have 3 different levels. They have just the basic like monthly mystery tackle box. I think is $20 a month. They have the next one, which is a pro, is $29 a month, which is what I had originally signed up for. And then you got the elite mystery tackle box. I can't talk tonight, and which is 39 or 49. But I don't know. Like I said in the video, I don't know why they sent me this one, but I'm going to be doing more of these. Not with the elite mystery tackle box, but with the pro. Oh, 20, 30, and 40. Gotcha. But I'm going to be doing more of these when I think next month's box is supposed to come in around the first of the month in February. I'll do a video, same setup as this last time. I'll go fishing with it, try the challenge. Hopefully, it pans out a little better than it did last time. But a bunch of people I were talking to were just saying, like, "Hey, it's like the dead of winter, and it's tough. Like, it's just tough fishing in general." So I'm gonna drag this out just a little longer. Kind of give you an idea the stuff that you get in these mystery tackle boxes. This is elite, so you pay. The more you pay, the more lures you get. So there was some stuff that's in this box that wasn't in the other boxes. And we got the BD baits, 3/8 ounce jerk bait. You got the net baits. I actually like these, and I am jealous for whoever wins this this box. But I like these. They come with these little like how-to guides. They give you a list of what you get in there. The Sakoshi bugs, I love those too. I've wanted those for a while, and I was so happy, but also so grieved at the same time when I decided to give it away. But it's okay. I can get more. The Savage Gear 4D craws. I bet these would absolutely smoke the smallmouth bass. Like they're like they look real and they're scented. So I guess that's where the 4D comes in at. This was a good looking bait too. The Lucky John deep diver. It's like a fire tiger or orange tiger. I don't know, red crawl, whatever you want to call it. Oh wow, 6.5 pounds. Good job, man. Congrats. I don't know what my PB bass is. I've caught some big bass musky fishing. It was on a musky lure, and it was late fall, and I think it measured about 22 or 24 inches. And the Rick, who I was fishing with at the time, he was like, if that was in the springtime, like that's a 6 or 7 pounder. So, but congrats on that. You got the Kalen's jig head, and sorry, I hung one up in a tree and lost it. So you only get one. My condolences for that. You get these are brand new. These tightrope jigs, like they're these little finesse jigs that who that Catchco is working with tightrope. The baby firework super jig. These are like finesse. Like if you love finesse, small stuff, like this is for you. And then it's got these. I put a Macora shad tail on that, so you got a little bit of a trailer on there. There's 4 pieces with that, and these are brand new. Like I didn't even use these. These are the Spear Point Performance X 3/0. You get 2 of them in there. They're kind of, I don't know what, they're wide gap, but they like got a weird bend in the hook, as you can see there. Like if you could only see like the stuff that's like piled up here, maybe I can like all this stuff here. Like it's a lot. Like I was like, this is a lot. And last but not least, you got the Guggen Banger square bill crankbait. I mean, it does what it's supposed to. But that's it. And oh yeah, and you get this, and like whatever the specialty bait is, if I understand right, the monthly spotlight is the firework jig. They tell you how to work it. They give you a little card like this to do just that. And this is what most everybody wants. It's the stickers, the free decal tank crossing. What's up, Sam? Glad you could join us. But so yeah, the jerk bait is the BD baits. BD's jerk bait. So with that being said, and the winner is, and I wish that I could screen share this so you know that I'm not cheating in any way, but I'm not, I promise you. The winner is Kelly O'Neill. She commented, the jerkbait apparently was like a big hit. Everybody wanted the BD baits, jerkbait, kind of a, what's it called, a Tennessee shad. But big congrats to Kelly O'Neill, and don't worry if you did not get chosen this time. There's going to be more, and I'm giving these away free. Like I'm going to ship this to Kelly's door absolutely free, and so don't worry. There's going to be more chances. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I've covered the lessons from this duck season, everything that's in the box, the winner, which is Kelly O'Neill. I don't know if she's on here, but big congrats to her. And if you didn't win, don't worry. I want to be giving more away in the future. I want to be doing this every month. I'll be doing a live stream every month. I post every Monday. And if you hit that bell notification, you'll know every time I've posted something, anytime I'm live. Make sure you follow me on all the social media accounts, and thank you all so much. I'm glad that you are here and willing to be patient with me and watch me grow as a angler in general, a hunter. And thank you all so much. And I will see you all later. If she doesn't respond in 48 hours, could I be the runner-up? I don't know. I will let you know. Maybe I can take her name out of the drawing and we can do it again. But don't worry, Oliver. We'll get you some tackle one of these days. I promise you. And also, don't forget, I post every Monday. This Monday, I'm doing a $100 shopping spree at Cabela's. Go and see what I can buy for just $100 at Cabela's. And I dropped a video last night, on Friday, reviewing my shotgun, my 8-year-old shotgun. Make sure you check that out. There's all kinds of other outdoor related videos on here: fishing, hunting, gear reviews. I talk about the Bible in some of them. Go and check those out, and I will see you all Monday. And I love you all. See ya.